You made a woman pregnant, and if you're lucky, it's your own woman. Let me be one of the first to congratulate you. Well done. The proof of your manhood has been delivered. You get offspring. I become a dad, you sing, to your father, your friends, your colleagues and your sport team members. The next few weeks, everywhere you come, you will be shoulder tapped and complimented for the quality of your manhood. So that was that, you think. My job is done. Just wait 8 months and in the meanwhile you read some parents' magazine when your woman watches. Fake that you also think it's also important that the color of the crib fits the closets. Going to a puff course with your woman and then the delivery and you are a dad. You are right. Much more you can do and much more there is not to be done. There grows a baby in the belly of your woman and that's it. The reality is rather different. Everything in, on and around your woman changes. The only thing that does not change is you, her man. She sees that you think it all goes on its own with pregnancy. And she does not like it. She does not like it at all. That you see this different and that this biologically and rationally doesn't matter. The following months only the perception of your woman counts. You are the guilty one. But please don't become mad at me. I'm on your side. I also knew that the baby grows on its own and it absolutely is no contribution when you also don't eat raw meat, don't drink, don't smoke and don't get out with your friends. How unrealistic it sounds, but the next month there are other logics that rules your life. And it's not woman logic, it's pregnant woman logic. And this one is completely ununderstandable. From now on, you are not on a other wave than your woman, you are on a complete other planet. For your woman, that is not a disaster. She can go to her mother and all other women on the world who were or want to be pregnant. She will be very popular with the flock of other women. But for you, it is totally different. Your pregnancy doesn't interest any other man. They only talk about football, the new BMW or the new secretary on the department. Be real, you also don't want to know about pregnancy, stripes, clamped delivery, leaking nipples. If your woman wouldn't have forced you to read a book about it, you would have never done it. You would have thrown it in the trash already. Well, don't be frustrated. I will help you to know all about your two opponents, your woman and the baby inside her. And in a way a man can understand, with examples you relate to and tips you can really use. And the information I get from my own experience, but also from a bestseller in the Netherlands of a book that every man gets from his friends or family when his woman is pregnant. The things you will learn in this video are the basic rules to help you, the pregnancy calendar for men, hormones, pregnancy complaints, sex during pregnancy, the prenatal depression, what not to do during the delivery, when your baby is born, how the maternity visit routine goes when family and friends come to visit, breastfeeding and the day of the laugh. 1. The basic rules. Rule number 1. Use Eastern martial arts techniques. Dealing with pregnant women can be compared with Eastern martial arts. When you get a hit, physically or verbally, the best thing you can do is move along with it like a straw or grass in the wind. This basic rule you will need the next month, because women will be highly sensitive. Out of the nothing she can start crying or shouting. Remember, don't hit back, don't freeze, don't break, just move along and bend back, because patience is the number 2 basic rule. Rule number 2. Use desert politics. Did you know what Bedouins do when there is a sandstorm coming? They lay on their belly and don't move. No camel knows how long it takes until the storm gets calm again. The only thing they know is that it will pass. Use this tactic too. It will benefit you. Eastern martial art techniques and desert politics are the basic rules you must use the next month when your woman explodes again and her hormones fly around. Move along and bend back and wait relaxed until it passes, and never start a discussion. The first side effects your woman will get is nesting instinct and information horniness. Let's talk about the last one. Everything she can lay her hands on, she will read about babies. When it would depend on her, she would go every day to the gynecologist and ask new questions. She will study leaflets as if her life depends on it, and after a while she will have a file knowledge that an advocate would be jealous about. After a while, she can tell you week by week what is happening with the little alien inside her. You and I know that this information is very irrelevant, but I can't tell you enough. Stick to the number 1 and 2 rule. Bend and be patient. The pregnancy calendar for men. Okay, now I will give you the pregnancy calendar for men. We start with the first months, because of course you want to know that your seed is doing well, and after that we will speed up and go very fast through the other 9 months. The first month. Let's start with where it all starts, your ejaculation. From the millions of seeds that you have injected in your woman, a few thousand will end within her womb. And again, a lot of your little warriors will die for the good cause. Just like all men, it is one for all and all for one. And with the risk of his own life, one will attack and penetrate the female egg and explode inside. Mission accomplished. Your woman is pregnant. The second month. Your son, let's call it for now a son because deep inside you hope it will be, and also your father hopes to get a grandson to play ball with. Your son is getting bowels, eyes, toes and a spine. His length will be 2 or 3 centimeters and his weight will be like a slice of baked meat. The third month. Your son gets more body parts this month. A nose, ears, teeth, nails and not unimportant, his genitals. Length 7 centimeters, like a snooker ball. Weight a chicken nugget. The fourth month. Your son has a head the size of a golf ball. Hands like marbles. Your wife gets her first belly pains. Length 18 centimeters, like a small volleyball. Weight is like a smoked sausage. The fifth month. Your woman begins to feel the baby. Your son uses her belly as a drum kit. And it can hear sounds now. In this month you can see with an echo if your son is really a boy. If not, you will have 4 months to get used to the idea of a daughter. Length 25 centimeters, like a basketball. Weight a giant steak. The sixth month. No more turning around in your woman's belly. He gets stuck. Length 30 centimeters, like a beach ball. Weight a kilo. The seventh month. Your son has now the weight of a six-pack and about 35 centimeters, like a steering wheel of a car. And if right, it goes head first to where it all began. You can hear it when you put a toilet roll on your woman's belly and hear through it. The eighth month. Your son can get the hiccup. This is because he drinks fluid that is in the belly of your woman. But don't panic, that is normal. Length 40 centimeters, like a car tire of a middle-sized Japanese car, and weight 2 kilo, like a watermelon. The ninth month. Your son is ready. Length 50 centimeters, like a skippy ball. Weight 3 kilo, like a magnum bottle of champagne. And then
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start, go.
So that is all there is to tell. All other info is just waste of your time. Hormones. Human chorion gonadotropin. Sounds like a poison, doesn't it? HCG is the pregnancy hormone and it fucks up our marriage, friendships and our country. Hormones are brilliant, made up alibis to justify a asocial behavior from a whole population group, namely pregnant women. What would your woman say when you variate from crying, have burst-outs, eating moods for months as if it's the most normal thing? Ever heard a man say to a friend, "No, sorry, I won't come fishing because I don't feel so well"? Impossible, science fiction. When a man doesn't feel well, he takes a shower and still goes fishing. And after 3 months a miracle happened. The hormones went away, just as sudden as they came. My woman smiled again. And she even talked normal again. Finally, I got my woman back. Pregnancy complaints. Now her breasts start to grow and hurt even when you only look at them. Her emotions, feelings, tastes, smells and hearing, everything changes. She can get allergies. She suddenly likes ice creams, candy, flowers, cuddling. Sex is getting very popular. But also she gets snoring, gastric acid, varicose veins, bad hair days, back pains, thick feet and fingers, strangers who suddenly think they may touch her belly, and last but not least, pregnancy dementia. And yes, it does exist. For the first weeks, she forgets appointments, keys, birthdays, etc. Sex during pregnancy. I wanted to draw a lot of blank pages to illustrate it, but that would not be nice. Sex is still possible, physically spoken, cause the woman won't be in the mood, and no, the baby doesn't feel nor sees anything. Luckily, after the first 3 months your woman gets naughty again, nymphomanic-like even. But cause of the big belly, they invented the wash ashore whale position. She on her side and you cozy behind her. The prenatal depression. We now managed to get through the first 8 months. In about a week or 2 or 3 and no more than 4 or tomorrow, that is also possible, the water will break and your son will be born. Admit, you shit in your pants. Sometimes you have visions about a sex and sleepless life and a woman who has only time for her baby. Your friends will tell you that you have changed cause you don't come by them every week. This is all going to happen. And still, these coming weeks, people tell you that your child will bring you the happiest moments in your life. That the fatherhood will enrich your life. That you will love your child even more than your woman. There will change much and luckily you will too. In these weeks you will become soft and you will enjoy the smile of your child more than the new CD of your favorite band. What not to do during the delivery. 5 things you should never do during delivery. Say something like, "What a hot woman, that nurse." Or, "Hey, you shit in the bed." Or, "Hi mom, with me." It will still take a while. "No, it's not my fault." Or, "Shit, I don't know if that will go well." Or 5, "Phew, I get muscle pains from pushing you in your back." What should you do? Is do everything she asks you to do. Don't ask why, just do it. And don't faint. She won't appreciate that because the doctors will run to you and don't give her the necessary attention during labor constructions. When your baby is born, your smile almost splits your face in two. 1 hour ago your baby was born. While you drive from the parking lot of the hospital, you are screaming with this song that people you trust look weird at you. and you start calling everyone you can think of. I have a son, or I have a daughter, and his name or her name is... When home, you walk to the refrigerator, take a beer, seeing the photo of your woman on the chimney, pick it up and give it a kiss and say, I love you, darling. And then you go and sit on your couch alone with your beer and start crying the happy tears. The maternity visit routine. The maternity visit routine is the same for centuries and knows 12 phases. 1. The visitor come into the bedroom. 2. The visitors tell that your woman looks good, at least under the circumstances. 3. The baby is being judged and they make a decision on who the baby looks the most. 4. When they really think it's a pretty baby, they will tell you. Otherwise they say things like, "Aw, sweet, funny, cuddly." And again you will be told on who the baby looks the most. 5. They give you socks, beers, a rattle, a baby suit, just like the visit before did, and also the visit that come tomorrow will do. 6. For the 8th time you get some biscuits with pink or blue mice on it. 7. The men that are there try to get a glimpse of the breast of your woman when she feeds the baby. 8. You and your woman tell for the 8th time the story of the delivery, while adding stories from other women who have gone through the same, but worse. 9. The men that are there try to start a normal man conversation with you about something like the recent football game. But you haven't seen it, so you keep on talking about how great your woman was during it all. 10. The men that are there start to look out of the window, nervously sit on their chairs as if they have to go somewhere. 11. Your woman starts moaning and to yawn. And 12. The maternity care lady walks into the room and does the thing you did not. She releases everyone from their suffering and says that your woman now has to sleep. Breastfeeding. Breastfeeding is better than bottle feeding, because, for example, it prevents certain allergies. It also helps to bond with the mother, and it's scientifically proven that your child gets a better IQ by it. But let's be honest, the real reason why we promote breastfeeding is you don't have to go out at night to make a bottle for your crying child, but you can stay in bed and your wife goes out to give the baby its needed breastfeed. And luckily you get support from an unsuspected corner, namely the girlfriends of your woman. 80% of the Dutch women at least try to do breastfeeding just to prove to their girlfriends that they are a good mother. The day of the laugh. Somewhere in the 6th or the 7th week, you hang above the cradle and try once again a ridiculous face to get in contact with your offspring. And then it happens. It smiles. It smiles to you, his dad. Well, again, congratulations. You are a dad of a beautiful child and a man of a beautiful and strong woman.